How's it going, everybody? It's Sean here, and I'm back today to give you guys a review of the Freshgoods collaboration with New Balance on the New Balance 1000 from the When Things Were Pure pack in this pink Mink colorway. Today's video is sponsored by the good people from Capsule. Capsule is a brand new product on the market which aims to prolong the life of your sneakers by up to 2 times. So this product targets the 2 main reasons why your sneakers age, deteriorate, and crumble over time, which is hydrolysis and oxidization. So it's a very simple process. They offer these UV protected pods which you put your shoes into, and then this is where the magic happens. You inject that secret sauce, which is their scientifically backed cartridge. This pushes out the bad air containing the dirt and the oxygen, and then it pushes in their preservative, which is the key to prolonging the life of your sneakers. So this, in my opinion, is best used for sneakers that you wear not too often. Those grail type sneakers that you wear maybe 2 or 3 times a year, and then the rest of the time they're just sitting in a box in your closet. So by keeping it in that protective pod, this ensures you can maximize the lifespan of your shoes. And launching next week is the Capsule Club. This offer will be up starting this coming Monday for a week, and it's only open to the first 100 customers. But basically this is going to be a subscription-based service where they'll send you a combination of pods and cartridges on a monthly basis at a heavily discounted price. So if you're someone that's growing your collection and you have a lot of shoes that you want to preserve, then you definitely want to take advantage of this deal. So I've linked their social media, their website, all that good stuff down below, so check them out, do your own research, and support the independents, and be sure to tell them that I sent you. So this is the second of the 2 colorways that released back in April as a joint collaboration between Chicago-based creative Freshgoods with New Balance. Reintroducing the New Balance 1000 silhouette, which was originally released back in 1999, this appears to be New Balance's newest flavor of the month, and by all indications, it's going to be a silhouette they're going to be heavily pushing. So this is the pink Mink colorway, and this color was exclusive to Freshgoods website via a raffle. They retailed for a price of $170 US, and the colorway on the box is brown and pink. So here's a quick look at the packaging. So this comes in this silver reflective cardboard box. We have this large New Balance branding on the very top, and then on the side of the box we have Freshgoods and New Balance co-branding. On the back of the lid we have the stylized Freshgoods and New Balance branding, and even the paper in the inside has this co-branding along with a call out to the silhouette New Balance 1000. So jumping right into the details of this shoe, as we start things off with the toe box, this is covered in this chunky style mesh, which is done in this beige color. Covering the front toe box, we have this beige colored synthetic leather. We have this pink embroidery on the medial side, along with a cutout revealing this reflective 3M panel on the lateral side. Covering the midfoot of the shoe, we have these 2 flowy synthetic panels, which is done in this sparkly pink colored finish. We have this white colored embroidery cutting across the middle, and on the lateral side of the forefoot, we have Freshgoods branding on the right foot, and the number 1000 embroidered on the left foot. And then stitched on the center of the midfoot, we have this TPU New Balance end logo, which is done in this dark purple tone in the middle and this clear finish on the outer edges. For the eyelets, so this silhouette offers 2 different options. So we have these nylon loops, which is done in a mix of pink and beige, but you'll notice how the synthetic leather panel underneath, it also has eyelets punched out here as well. Moving downwards, covering the heel of the sneaker, we have this off-white colored synthetic leather with this pink colored reflective panel here on the lateral side. On the bottom of the heel, we have another synthetic sparkly pink layer. Here we have 1000 branding embroidered on the medial side. We have New Balance branding embroidered above this, and then on the top of the heel, we have the circular JFG branding. In terms of laces, so this pair comes with 2 different lace options. The standard lace that they come with are these rope style laces done in more of a off-white or tan color with hits of pink throughout. But they also come with a secondary lace, which is done in more of a pinkish tone, and it's basically an inverse of the other lace. Underneath the laces, we have the tongue. So the tongue is primarily constructed out of this tan colored mesh. However, we have this large synthetic leather overlay running down the entire length of the tongue. Right in the center, we have this pink colored netting, and on the top of the tongue, we have this flame graphic with New Balance 1000 branding. The interior of the shoe is covered in mesh, and it's pretty lightly padded. And then on the heel of the sneaker, we have a secondary layer of cushioning which protrudes upwards onto the heel, and this gives you additional cushioning around the back Achilles area of the sneaker. And then as far as the insoles go, so these come with your typical foam line insole, however they have these custom graphics on the top. We have New Balance branding on the left foot, and Freshgoods branding pressed onto the right foot. The upper of the New Balance 1000 sits atop this chunky midsole, which is crafted using a mix of polyurethane and New Balance's Absorb technology. So the midsole has a very sculpted look to it, and it's painted in this tan color. And then as far as the outsole goes, so the sole here is constructed out of a gum rubber finish. We have hits of pink on the forefoot, and New Balance branding towards the heel, and in the middle of the outsole, we have the stability web technology, which is basically a TPU shank plate, which is there to help with torsional rigidity and midfoot support. So that breaks down the look and the construction of this pair. And for those wondering about how these fit, so my foot measures as a true size 10, slightly on the wider side, and the New Balance 1000 is a shoe that fits a little bit more on the long side. So I got the other Joe Freshgoods pair, the Black Ice colorway in a size 10, which is my true size. And trying them on, they fit fine from a width perspective, but the length of the shoe was a little bit long. There was just over a thumb's width space between the top of the shoe and the top of my toe. I personally like a shoe that fits a little bit more snug, so for this pair, I got these in a size 9.5. And I have to say the length of the shoe is spot on, but I can see why people find the width of the shoe to feel a little snug going a half size down. To me though, it's perfectly fine. I'm just gonna wear these in, break them in, and I think there'll be no problems. So long story short, if you have a narrow or a normal width foot, you could go a half size down if you like more of that snug one-to-one fit. But if you have a wider foot and you don't like a snug fit around the toe box, then I'd probably recommend going true to size. To give you guys a point of comparison, I go a half size down in a lot of made in USA New Balance shoes like the 992, 993, and the 990 V3, V4, V5, and V6, whereas I stick true to size or a size 10 in other silhouettes like the 2002 R, 1906 R, 860 V2, and a lot of the made in UK models like the 1500 and the 991. Moving on to the comfort, so these, like I've said in my other New Balance 1000 reviews, are surprisingly comfortable. At first glance, I would have expected the foam cushioning to be a little bit more on the stiff side, but actually trying them on, they have a nice plushness to it. You can feel the compression of this midsole, especially underneath the heel. Is it going to be as comfortable as some other New Balance silhouettes like the 990 V6, the 993? I personally think it's not as good. I think those models offer a bit more of a well-rounded, supportive feel, but these are no slouch either. If you're looking for just a casual everyday shoe that has a decent amount of plushness to it, then I think this would be a model you'd be pretty satisfied with. Finally, in terms of the quality and the craftsmanship, so first off, the material quality unfortunately was nothing special. All the materials used on the shoe appear to be synthetic, so there's really nothing premium or elevated about the material quality. But the build of the shoe I thought was fine. There weren't any major flaws that I could see. The stitch job, while not perfect, was solid. The paint job was good, and there weren't any issues with glue stains either. So I guess that's a good thing considering this is a collaboration, and usually you expect collabs to be a little bit more higher end than a typical GR. So with all that out of the way now, let me toss these on feet, I'll lace them up for you, and I'll show you guys how these look. All in all, I'm still not completely sold on the New Balance 1000 silhouette. I know it draws a lot of comparisons to the Nike Air Max 97 and the Air Max 95, which I am a fan of those two silhouettes, but with this model, maybe there's just something about it, just the chunkiness of it, I don't know. But maybe it's just a matter of me waiting for the right colorway for me to be absolutely in love. But between the two, between this one and the Black Ice, I definitely prefer this pink Mink colorway a lot more. I just like lighter tone sneakers, and I think these beige and pink hits go together, even though it's not really a color combination that I would typically gravitate towards. So leave your thoughts down below, let me know what do you guys think about this colorway specifically, and what are your general thoughts on the New Balance 1000. If you guys enjoyed this video, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe to my channel if you haven't yet. You can follow me on Instagram at esco8, check me out on X at sean.go spelt out, and visit my website at seango.ca. So thank you so much for watching. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this review, and I'll catch you guys all in the next one.